Hello and welcome to the 50-cent tour of Monday, March 11th, 2013. I hope you're well today. I hope that you are well rested and ready to look at some sights, because we could almost call today News of the Weird, at least some of it. Please find a seat on the Liberty bus. And we will try not to generate too much loosh as we look at the news of the weird. We want to be filled with faith, hope, and love. Queen fights for gay rights. Monarch makes historic pledge on discrimination and hints that if Kate does have a girl, that means equal rights to the throne too. Okay. Is she trying to make friends with more people? Is she genuinely trying to move her country a little further down the road toward what most people consider being more modern? Is she promoting a darker lifestyle with a lot of the pedophilia that was practiced, that's been practiced in the Catholic Church? Is homosexual? Is she trying to put that in a better light? Who knows? I found this interesting, and I thought that perhaps you would too. That's why I included it. Here's the real news of the weird. Disclosure scenario possible on March 22nd. I had seen an article that said that an alien appearance was going to be faked, and I can't remember where I saw it. And I couldn't find it again, but I wanted to mention this because March 22nd is coming up. Interestingly enough, as I was looking for information about this, I also noticed that another video that states that today, or I'm sorry, March 22nd this year will be the 33rd anniversary of the laying of the Georgia Guidestones. So, does that mean anything? I don't know. If we remain in prayer, God is faithful, and all these bizarre plans that other people have don't really have to have their full impact on us. Systemic economic collapse, a brief history of market manipulation. With the Dow climbing ever higher, and I haven't looked in a couple hours, but as I check my stocks, not my personal stocks, but as I look at my iPhone to see what's going on in the stock market, I see that it is all still green. So there is another update today, although it doesn't look like a dramatic update, but Dow's still moving higher. Last week I had some of the stats about our economy. There is no real support for this. People say the dollar is stronger, but God help us. It just can't go on like this. Surviving the coming collapse. I don't really focus on this. Typically I don't use this kind of language, collapse, whatever. But there is going to be a shift. If you can be prepared spiritually, physically, have maybe a little food set aside, whatever being prepared means to you, having some gold, having some silver, maybe having some guns and ammo, whatever that means to you, whatever speaks to you, not a bad time to at least consider being prepared. Breaking: South Korea, U.S. launch drills that North has threatened war over. North Korea, no one can predict what will happen from now on. And Alex Jones was talking this morning about threats from North Korea. This is from a few days ago. North Korea leader ready for all-out war. Now, Benjamin Fulford this week in his blog stated that North Korea doesn't really want war that what they actually, this is posturing, and what they actually want is political union with South Korea. Can we believe that? I hope so. Never hurts to pray. These are times to really have a face-to-face relationship with the living God, with the Creator, and make sure He knows your name and you know what name to call Him by, and be at peace in that relationship. These are turbulent times. Justice Department files brief supporting legality of photographing and videoing police activity in public. Yeah, this is good news. Evidently, the Obama administration wrote a brief, or asked a brief to be written, stating that a journalist who was photographing policemen doing their duty, that it's okay. It is now settled law that the First Amendment protects individuals who photograph or otherwise record officers engaging in police activity in a public place. So I consider that to be good news, and I actually do have a few instances of what I consider good news here. This is another one. Real gun control. Cities, towns across the U.S. want teachers to bring concealed handguns to school for protection. I'm hoping that these kinds of things indicate that people are stepping up and accepting responsibility for their lives, for their children's safety, for their communities. That's the foundation of this country in many respects, and without it we will fail. In South Dakota, teachers will be able to pack heat starting July 1st. Ta-da! So at least in South Dakota, people have that going for them. She who will walk in the dark appreciates your company today and hopes that you found the tour informative. I am still trying to recover a little from the time change and just get my head in the game. After the weekend, I was able to dial down and rest a little bit. I hope that you were able to do that as well, because we really need to give ourselves a break sometimes and take a minute off and get refreshed. The dawn is definitely coming, and weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Take care, be free, love one another.